What's up, family? We have a lot going on right now, and by the end of today, things could change forever. Well, guys, it is official. Today, the public health emergency is expiring. And yes, guys, it says right here that as the COVID emergency ends, the United States response shifts to a more of a peaceful mode moving forward. Now, the coronavirus public health emergency was declared by the Trump administration back in 2020, which will expire today, Thursday, on May the 11th. Interviews with senior health officials suggest the nation is not ready for a new pandemic. But again, some people are calling and saying that we probably will have another pandemic within the next 24 months. But anyways, guys, thousands, if not millions of Americans are going to be suffering from the effects of the ending of the COVID public health emergency. And that is because certain benefits are about to expire as well, or about to disappear, if you will. It says right here that these benefits will actually disappear when President Biden ends the COVID national and the public health emergencies in May. And now we are at that particular crossroad in which it is expiring as of today, guys. And yes, guys, it says right here that this means that many Americans could have to start paying for their COVID-19 testing and their treatment after these particular declarations expire today. The White House, in a statement of administration policy, announcing opposition to two House Republican measures to end the emergencies, saying that the national emergency and the public health emergency authorities declared in response to the pandemic would each be extended one final time to May the 11th. And yes, guys, as the wind down, it would align with the administration's previous commitments to give at least 60 days notice prior to termination of the public health emergency, in which they did just that. So this is not new, guys. It just didn't spring up on us. We actually was told about 60 days ago that this was going to come to an end. So we could go ahead and prepare ourselves for what the future may look like. But anyways, guys, I do want to talk to you about those specific things, such as the benefits that might be disappearing for thousands of Americans out there. And yes, guys, the benefits allowed by the public health emergencies, some of them will actually disappear. And yes, guys, speaking specifically in regards to this one, the public health emergency was enabled by the government to provide many Americans with COVID-19 tests, treatments, as well as the vaccines at no charge, as well as other enhanced social safety net benefits to help the nation cope with the pandemic and to minimize its impact. Well, guys, that is about to change, because you might have to start paying for your COVID-19 test very, very soon, in which I just received an email directly from CVS. You guys know what CVS is, but anyways, guys, it says that this is your last chance to get your free COVID test because the public health emergency is expiring. So anyways, guys, most Americans who are covered by Medicare and Medicaid and private insurance plans have been able to obtain COVID-19 tests and vaccines at no additional cost during the pandemic. Now, those covered by Medicare and private insurance have been able to get up to 8 tests at home per month from retailers at no charge. Medicaid also picks up the cost of home tests, though coverage can vary by different state. Now, those covered by Medicare and Medicaid have also had certain therapeutic treatments, such as monoclonal antibodies, which was fully covered by the particular program. But again, once these particular emergencies ends, Medicare beneficiaries generally will face out-of-pocket costs for the at-home testing, as well as any type of COVID-19 treatment. However, vaccines will continue to be covered at no additional cost, as will testing ordered by the healthcare provider will also be provided at no additional cost as well. So again, guys, you can see different types of benefits are changing because of this latest information, or this health emergency expiring as of today. So you definitely want to be mindful of that. And if you didn't already order an additional 8 at-home tests for COVID-19, well, you probably missed the deadline at this particular time. Moving on, guys, we also want to talk about the Medicare provisions in regards to this health emergency expiring. It says that additional funds for hospitals, which have been receiving about 20% increase in Medicare's payment rate for treating COVID-19 patients. Also, Medicare Advantage plans have been required to bill enrollees affected by the emergency, as well as to receiving care at out-of-network facilities. The the same as they did were in-network facilities. But anyways, guys, that will also come to an end as well. But anyways, guys, many things on this particular list. I won't go over all of them for you right now, but I will include a link to this particular article on CNN. I will put it down below in the description so that you can check out all of the other different things that will be changing because of this expiration of this public health emergency. Now, I do have a little bit of information right here that's pretty much talking about what will not change because of the expiration of the health emergency. And real quick, it does say that access to COVID-19 vaccinations and certain treatments, as well as the Paxlovid, which is the drug taken once you receive COVID, as well as Lagavrio, will generally not be affected by these changes that are being affected today. So anyways, guys, that is just a little information in regards to that. We will see how all this turns out, guys, because we already know that thousands, if not millions of Americans are about to lose Medicare plans as well because they were pretty much covered under the public health emergency. So anyways, guys, just wanted to give you guys an update on that as it may affect you or someone you know. Now, moving on, guys, we also have something expiring tonight, I believe around midnight Eastern Standard Time, and that is the Title 42 immigration policy. Yes, guys, it is expected to expire tonight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. And yes, guys, the latest news and live updates as the border states prepare for the expiration of Title 42, the pandemic-era immigration policy enacted during the Trump administration. Now, again, Title 42 is the pandemic-era policy which was put in place by the Trump administration that immediately expels migrants without providing asylum hearings. It will be expiring tonight, but also Title 8, which is the normal immigration law, will replace Title 42 that will allow migrants to apply for legal pathways to enter the U.S. And yes, guys, this is some very serious news because a lot of people, those border states, are expecting an influx of people, migrants, coming into the United States. And right here it says that the Homeland Security officials are predicting 10,000 migrants will try to cross into the U.S. every single day after Title 42 gets lifted. Again, that will happen later on tonight, guys. Be aware of this depending on where you live, especially if you live in one of these particular border states. Recently, the United States sent about 1,500 troops to Mexico border as the COVID-era asylum rule is set to expire. So they're getting ahead of the game and preparing for this influx of migrants, in which, guys, we could see thousands of migrants trying to enter into the U.S. from different locations along the bottom of the border. So anyways, guys, officials are bracing for the end of Title 42, which allows the U.S. expel non-Mexican migrants without the chance to seek asylum. And then we also see where Texas representative says that Guatemalan president told him that 80,000 migrants alone are headed to the border with the Title 42 set to expire. So again, guys, like I said, it's going to be a huge day once this expires, which pretty much we will see the effects on Friday morning in regards to the results of these migrants coming in droves, swarming to the southern borders. Again, guys, they are worried about this, which is why they're sending our troops down to these particular locations to make sure that everything is in an orderly fashion, to make sure that everything is in a controlled manner. So anyways, guys, this might affect you or someone you know. So you definitely need to be mindful of this, as it could be happening in less than 24 hours. And then last but not least, guys, I do want to go ahead and share with you this information that I found in regards to the government, such as the Biden administration, is being sued for unconstitutional debt. And yes, guys, it says right here that the Government Employees Union is suing Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen and President Biden over unconstitutional debt limit law. Now, it says that the National Association of Government Employees, or better known as the NAGE, filed a lawsuit to block enforcement of a law that sets the nation's debt limit, arguing that it is unconstitutional as political divide over raising the borrowing cap comes to a head. Now, the lawsuit contends that if the debt limit is reached, President Biden and Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen would be forced to decide which payments to prioritize, violating the separation of powers by taking over Congress's spending authority. And yes, guys, the debt limit statute is unconstitutional because it puts the president in a quandary to exercise discretion to continue borrowing to pay for the programs in which Congress has herefore duly authorized and for which Congress has appropriated funds, or to stop borrowing and to determine which of these programs the president and not the Congress will suspend, curtail, or cancel altogether. And yes, guys, that is specifically what this particular complaint is talking about. Again, it is a lawsuit against these two individuals, Treasury Secretary as well as the president. And yes, guys, Yellen has responded and said that, look, the U.S. could default on its debt as early as June the 1st if the borrowing limit is not raised in a timely manner. President Biden will also planning on meeting with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy on Friday. This is 48 hours after the fact that they met earlier this week, and so they're going to see how what they've come up with over the last 48 hours and see if they can come to some type of agreement on a bipartisan way in which they can figure out how to raise the debt limit and get this thing passed into law before the U.S. runs out of money. A lot of people are scared right now, especially our seniors, our Social Security recipients, our SNAP food stamp recipients as well. They are all worried and concerned because this could directly affect them, in which their monthly payments or their monthly benefits might not be paid out if the U.S. defaults on its obligations. So this is going to be affecting a lot of Americans, guys. And even right now, before they run out of money, it is also affecting Americans as well, because it is raising their stress levels, which can definitely cause huge concerns for thousands, if not millions of Americans out there who are dealing with, high blood pressure and things like that. So we definitely want to be mindful of them, and hopefully they can just stay calm, because as we look at the time, guys, today is May the 11th, and we have about 20 days or so before the U.S. could run out of money. Hopefully we can see that both sides of the aisle can come together, including President Biden, to figure out how they can raise the debt limit and get this thing passed into law so that they can continue to spend billions and billions of dollars. But again, guys, I saw one comment down below in which it made me kind of laugh, because it says that we might not necessarily need to raise the debt limit, because if we do, we're just going to give all of that money directly to Ukraine. So anyways, guys, I thought that was funny. Probably a little bit of truth there as well. But anyways, guys, that is exactly what we're dealing with right now. Look for those expirations to happen today. Look for some changes that could affect everything moving forward. You definitely want to be mindful of this, because it could directly or indirectly affect you as these migrants enter into the United States. Thousands and thousands of individuals along the southern border. So anyways, guys, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all we have for you today. But be sure to check out some of the links down below, because there are a few ways for you to be able to earn some free money, such as right now there is a promotion with Rakuten, which is my favorite cashback website. And right now for new customers, they are giving you $40 back after you make your first purchase. In addition to that, they are giving an additional 10 to 20% of cashback rewards on your purchases this specific week, because it is their birthday. So what a great way for you to be able to earn some money. So if you are interested in shopping at your favorite stores and getting additional money back on all of your purchases, be sure to sign up using the link down below. Again, they are giving you $40 back in cashback rewards. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.